Hey everyone, welcome back, and these are our top 10 things that you don't want to find in a mystery box.
Or things that we may have gotten in a mystery box we don't want again. It's one of our choices. These are things we hate, and then we don't want them in a mystery box.
And things we just don't want to see.
Yes. Like our number 10, I don't want to ever read this book again, Atlas Shrugged.
Oh no.
A hate-fueled book that is loved by the conservative media for some bizarro reason, that is all about the evils of corporations and how charities are horrible organizations. If you want something better than this, play BioShock. It was better.
And on top of that, I mean, with all the books that you always get around Christmas time, and you get them over and over and over, especially when you work at a bookstore for over 10 years in your whole life, kind of gets a little annoying. But at the same time, I really do enjoy it. But Atlas Shrugged, I can understand. It wasn't too bad of a book. I enjoyed it.
Till you realize the woman who wrote it is a hate-filled monger.
Really?
Anne Ryan is a horrible human being.
All right, well, we're going to number 9. We'll talk later about that. Yep. And number 9 is your parents' special toys. Let me tell you.
We saw this in a catalog once for old people.
We did. We did.
Hashtag never want to see again.
Never want to see again. Let's just say that, I mean, can you imagine you're getting, you're like, oh, what's in this box? And you're thinking your dad wants to be all cute and to your mom, and then you open the box and you're like, ah, what is this? Yeah, that's something you don't want to see. You get scarred for life, literally. For life. I'm not going to say that this has happened to me before, but it's happened to some of my friends in the past, and by the gods, they have never been the same.
So moving on to our hashtag number 8. Number 8 is a actual working version of Freddy Fazbear. Nothing better than having an animatronic kill machine that lives in your house now and thinks you're a robot and it wants to stuff you back into a suit. You will now have to spend the rest of your life every night on day 6. This is going to be your life.
Does this kind of go along with Furbies and such like that?
No. Freddy Fazbear will stuff you into a suit. Come on.
Moving on.
The void.
The void. The nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You can stare into it, and if it stares back, you're Batman at that point, so you're good.
But literally, you get nothing. You're getting all excited. You're getting all jumped up. You're like, yes, my box has finally come in after a whole month of waiting, and literally nothing. So you have to email the company and be like, hey, I didn't get anything. And they said, no, we put stuff in there. And you're like, no, I did not. Henceforth, you're losing money and you get screwed.
Also, Loot Crate won't do this to you. And 2, what if it literally, and it is the most metal gift of all, to get nothing. We've been proven this by Metalocalypse.
They're good guys.
So number 6 is you again, apparently.
Huh? Yeah. Sorry, kind of squeeze this one in there.
I think it's your hate crit for this.
Yes. Your love notes from your ex. Literally. Can you imagine going through your house and you're moving and you're about to go, somewhere and you're going through all your stuff to see, okay, let's go through this. Oh, what's in this box? And you realize it's all those beautiful love letters that you had from your ex. And you realize, oh, wow, what a sorrow jerk face he was or she was. And now it's bringing you back into literally the nothing and the void. And
see, you can also, if you do want letters from your ex, go to stalkercrate.com. I'm sure it's a thing. It's true. My number 5, because I finally get to say something, is the Virtual Boy. Nobody likes this thing, ever. It's red. It gives you headaches. It's heavy. It's dumb. And Nintendo, it nearly killed it. Virtual Boy is stupid. It's so stupid. The Wii is still better than it. The Virtual Boy was horrible. Nobody in this room can defend the Virtual Boy. Because either A, they don't know what it is, because it was a small hiccup in history that Nintendo never wants you to remember, or B, it's because you know what it is and you hate it.
Does anyone have that number to that fuzzy bear or something like that? Because I actually have one of these still, and I really like it.
In fact, I'd rather put number 5 on my face than the Virtual Boy. What is number 4? I'd rather put number 4 on my face than the Virtual Boy.
Number 4, used diapers. Nothing is more degrading than a used diaper. You go into the restroom, and whoever changed their kid's diaper just leaves it there on the changing table, wide open. And you're like, what's that stench? Oh! Nothing is worse than baby poop. Literally, baby poop is disgusting, degrading, And if I ever have kids, I'm gonna have to wear a whole entire hazmat suit to do this. I am terrified of changing a baby's diaper. My sister out there and my little nephew, just so you know, I'll never change his diaper.
Which means you're probably going to do it now.
He'll probably kind of walk around like how Stewie didn't get his diaper changed for so long. He's like, why, somebody. And it's just...
You know, I can see this sort of like crate being from like a parent, like a woman who has kids, and she wants persons who don't have kids to experience the same pain and suffering she does. So this is sort of like a nasty, like Heather's, you know, evil letter thing for like crates for people. It's great.
Anyways, going on to our number 3.
Speaking of things that are hate-filled, cheap, generic, failed Halloween candy from you know, that it's like from last year. From last year. There's no loving this. I mean, you can still find, I don't care who it is, you can find somewhere in the back of a refrigerator, some bag, somewhere on your desk, somewhere in the back of your drawers, somewhere in your house is last year's candy from Halloween that you didn't want to eat. And you're like, you know what, that chocolate's got white stuff on it. I wonder if that's okay.
Well, technically, that is what happens to chocolate. It just gets aged and still kind of good to eat. It doesn't really go bad.
Except it wasn't good chocolate to begin with. That's why it's failed Halloween candy that nobody wanted from last year.
If you think about it, when you go out trick-or-treating, which I still do, I'm 29 years old and I still do it, and you go trick-or-treating and you go through the pillowcase, think of it, it's like a form of a box, and you kind of go through and it's like, why does this candy look so old? Literally, it's from last year.
You get the creepy old guy who wants you to put his hand on his sock drawer so you can...
All right, moving on to number 2. This one's mine, brains and stuff. Yeah, we all like zombies, we all like horror, we all like the apocalypse and such like that. But honestly, can you imagine opening a box and there's just actual organs in there? It just would be so...
It's really popular in China, though, for some reason.
What?
So, I mean, you know...
Can you imagine? All right, now think of this. Think of it like, okay, this box has to... This heart that's frozen or whatever has to go in the transplant, and you're opening, oh, what's this? And it gets sent to the wrong address, and you're like... Ah! I mean, you know, yeah, special effects and everything, but it's the real thing. When it's the real thing, people think otherwise, and it's a little too much.
Also, think about it dripping on your carpet.
Ew.
I know, disgusting. So my number 1, the worst thing. So fun fact, nobody knows what the hell this is except for 2 people other than myself in this building. Who knows what this is? And it is our number 1 thing, Sailor Moon and the 7 Dragon Balls. If I've said this and you're sparking back to the 90s and you're like, holy crap, why did you even remember this, you horrible human being? Thank you, I've done my job.
What's wrong with Sailor Moon and the Dragon Balls?
No. This is a movie, in the loosest sense of the word. You can only watch it on YouPorn, X-Hamster, and various other adult websites. This is what happens when you get all the really popular animes for the 90s and you get really bad computer effects and, well...
And this is why Pocky's on Stalker.com.
Exactly. I subscribe to Loot Stalker. If you ever want to know what Phil would like watching Kenshiro and, let's say, Sailor Venus go at it, you get that now. Also,
wait. Is this a porno you're talking about?
How about an EVA unit and Gundam and an EVA's on top? That's this video, and you don't want it, and it's going to be in your loot crate coming this fall.
Anyways, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our top 10 things on things you don't want to get in a mystery box.
I have a video for you to watch.
If you think we've missed anything that we should have hit, go ahead and go to our website at www.fanboytv.com and
look us up on YouTube.
Yeah, message us there and we'll be more happy. And next week on Fanservice.
Oh, that was time for our closing. We'll get everyone back together.
Yeah.
Set, close it up.
Wow.